YouTube fam, we got a problem. So a lot of y'all already know, y'all probably already got the emails. If you're a smaller channel, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Pretty sure the larger channels didn't get the email because this doesn't correlate to them. So YouTube has a new monetization threshold that's going to affect a ton of people. So basically, the old rule, they changed this April 2017. It used to be, before that, I forget how much it was, but as of April 17, you had to have 10,000 video views. Well, as of yesterday, they made a new rule saying you had to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot, I know, but 4,000 hours of watch time, let's do the math. 4,000, I know I just fake typed, but it's whatever. 4,000 hours of watch time is equal to 240,000 minutes of people watching your videos. Now the 1,000 subscribers thing, that's nothing. I feel like that's like a easy gimme, 50% along the way, give you hope type thing. But 4,000 hours, 240,000 minutes of watch time is insane. YouTube claims they got this algorithm threshold by analyzing us, the people, the creators, and how well we're doing. Now, with that being said, apparently this is supposed to help, or this is supposed to take out the smaller channels who abuse the monetization whole thing, outlook, and all that stuff. Well, you have to hit the threshold, the 4,000 hours, within a 12-month span. So if you had your YouTube channel for 5 years and you just hit your 4,000 hour, it doesn't matter. It only matters what you did the past 12 months. Now, 1,000 subscribers, you don't have to hit that in 12 months. It's just whenever you pass 1,000 subscribers. See, I knew this was going to be an issue going in, but after looking more into it and diving into the information, this new threshold is going to affect a lot of channels, obviously. But the thing that YouTube said, after diving into it more, come to find out that 99% of the channels that they will be affecting made under $100 last year, or the last 12 months. And then the last month, they only made $2.50. Now, I guess you could say they're cutting out the people who aren't really getting anything, but the issue arises when they said that they're gonna pay you based on your AdSense policies. Now that's crazy because AdSense says that they're not gonna give you your first check until you hit $100. Your threshold for your first payment is $100. Now, if everybody that they're cutting off made less than $100, that means none of those people are getting checks. And you're not gonna get a check until you hit 4,000 hours because you're not gonna be monetized until after you hit 4,000 hours. That's the issue. And if you do the math, because I looked at my analytics, I looked at all of my AdSense stuff, I looked to see where I was placed at. In the 13 months that I've been doing YouTube, I'm gonna just be real, and I'm gonna talk numbers. The 13 months I've been doing YouTube, it's been a small channel, I've only made $49. So I'm going to be one of the people that they cut out that's not getting monetized. Granted, $31 out of those $49 that I made since January of last year, I got from October till now. So the last quarter of this past year, I made $31, which means I finally figured it out. I finally feel like I'm getting somewhere with this YouTube thing, and now I'm finna lose all of that until I hit 4,000 hours. Starting January to October, doing what I was doing, it would take me 27 years to hit that threshold. From October to December, I dropped it all the way down to 3.5 years. And that's just a small progression that I made from October to now. So if I keep making a progression like that, I could, drop this down to a 6-month project or a 2-month project. It's crazy to think that all of this work is gonna be for nothing until I hit this threshold. Now, going more into that issue, let's talk about the amount of money that I would lose out on. Not necessarily lose because I never had it, but the money that I would lose out on trying to get to this 4,000 hours. If you multiply what I've been doing times, my YouTube channel has been watched for 150 hours total, accumulated. I have 150 hours. I have to get to 4,000. So if you multiply that 150 times 27, it gets you to 4,050 hours. Now, if I made the same amount of money that I made in that first 150 hours, and I multiply that times 27 just to be $50 hours over, it's where I'll start making the money, $49 times the 27 too, because you gotta multiply the minutes times 27, you gotta multiply the hours times 27 as well. That's $1,300 that we'll be missing out on. So you basically say, you know, if I want to keep doing this, I have to give up $1,300 before I hit this threshold, before I start making the money that I want to make from YouTube. If you want to turn this into a business, that's a big deal. $1,300, I mean, that's enough for a new camera, you know, new equipment, new green screens if you want to do that, you know, new lighting, tents, all of that stuff. All of that's going to have to come out of pocket if you're not getting paid for people watching your videos and being monetized. Now, I don't know if this necessarily means that YouTube will keep track of that, because there's no way they're going to keep track of how much money you're making off ad revenue if you don't have ads in front of your videos, if you don't have ads to the side of your videos, if you don't have ads at the bottom. I guess we'll see what this means for those people, because if you're watching a video with someone like 500 subscribers and there's an ad in front of the video, obviously you'll know that YouTube is either keeping track of their videos or they're taking the money and keeping it for themselves. It's really only benefiting the bigger channels. So technically, if they're not putting ads in front of our videos, that's more ads that can go in front of the bigger channel videos. They win. It's a win-win for them altogether. Now, here's where I realized it's not so bad. I got the email last night at 10 o'clock. I was enraged, and I thought about it. I slept on it. I was gonna put this video out last night, but I was like, nah, let me think about it. You know, maybe there's something I'm missing. Turns out there is. There's a good side to this. When I first found out, like I said, I hated it, but it's time to work smarter, not harder. I mean, that's very generic, but it's the truth in this situation. It's just gonna be a little harder now because, you know, everybody wants to do it. If everybody wants to do it, you have to figure out a way to weed out the people who don't really want to do it. This is gonna be a big help to that, because you're gonna get rid of people that only want to do it for the money, that is getting in it because they found out that YouTube is paying big bucks, and they're like, oh, let me do that. And the issue is, those people are gonna be the ones that are ruining it for the people who want to make something out of this YouTube thing outside of the money. They just find it entertaining and fun to edit, record videos, and do whatever they do on YouTube. So if you get rid of those people, that's less channels that people waste time looking at, and more time that people can, you know, look at your channels, look at our channels, and become aware of what we're doing in order for us to grow. This is beneficial for, you know, for us. Whatever you do on YouTube, whether it be entertaining, explaining, instructing, or motivating, now is your chance to do it. Now is your chance to shine, because YouTube just knocked out a ton of people that are over it, you know? That are over it. People have been on the string with YouTube for a while. I've heard, you know, big YouTubers complaining all the time this past year. I mean, 2017 for YouTube was a horrible year, quite honestly, in regards to morale. But I can see that they're trying to change that now. It's kind of like, you know, you got to cut out the lag in order to proceed faster, in a sense. I don't know how to explain it, but big YouTubers, yeah, they can't do it all. And that's where we come in and fill in those voids. We fill in all the gaps that the big YouTubers can't do. Because if there's only 5 YouTubers, there's no way 5 brains can entertain, explain, instruct, and motivate the way that 5 billion brains could. So that's what the smaller channels are here for, to fill in the gaps. And YouTube has done better with trying to get smaller channels into the mix, in a sense. Because I know as of recently, starting in like maybe September or October, I'm getting more subscribers because I'm getting more shares, because my videos starting to be at the top of the subscription feeds. So in the end, you know, it is beneficial to me that this is even happening, because I'm getting more genuine subscribers, more genuine views, more genuine likes, and more genuine watch time. I mean, in the end, that's what's gonna make beneficial for me and for channels like me, because we'll hit that 4,000 hours in no time. So in all reality, what YouTube is doing is they're going back to what worked in the very beginning. Back when YouTube became YouTube in like 05 or 06, there was no monetization. There was no making money, no ad revenue. For like the first 3 or 4 years, people were posting on YouTube just because they thought it was fun. They thought it would be cool to put these ideas out on video and throw it on the internet. And now they're benefiting from that. So in a sense, YouTube is going back to this prehistoric YouTube way, where, you know, now you're not gonna make videos, or you're not gonna make money from YouTube unless you're a big channel. It is discouraging, but do not let it stop you. Use this as a way to fuel your fire, and I guarantee you, I promise you, you'll be there one day. We're gonna all be there one day. So yeah, like I said before, I hated it in the beginning. I thought about it, I slept on it, and I realized that this is really a good thing. So I want to put this video out and let y'all know my thoughts about it. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below. Like this video, share with anybody who you feel like maybe on the verge of quitting YouTube, even though they really, really liked it to begin with. And maybe we can get somewhere with this. So yeah, I really appreciate you watching it this far, and stay tuned. If you are subscribed to my channel, stay tuned. I do have another video coming Friday, so stay tuned for that, and I'm out.